life hella fast, man, but it's ass plan. Fight for my life with the brass hands, and I still ball with a bad hand. Got an aerial point of view, but they'll never see the big picture through zoom lens. From the quicksand, make it push start, type of band's cool with the tent plan. I'm back on my bender rolls for the kicks. They quick to give them 2 cents. Put my circle tight like we glued hands. Like I don't believe in new friends. Tread light, I know the ice thin. I drop the song, get a few wins. I crave the comfort in my own skin. Really, I just wanna feel the world spin. Go for check, watch me double that. I get it lit, I watch it bubble up. Remember opening for shows, no a show, but I pulled through, I muscled up. Now the label one fuck with us. I spin the paper, let them know what's up. I figured out we really onto something, cause the jealous niggas give a subtle love. Crazy, they hella shaky on that really, but that's fake. Shit, see through the shade, shit, they so unstable. Done waiting, I'm a wanderlust, I'm really going all the way to places. Never thought I'd take it all off the phrases, but I can't get no sleep, blending in the weeks. Life is bittersweet, I can't really explain it, but it's everything I need. At least for now, I think that everything might be alright, okay, yeah. I can't get no sleep, blending in the weeks. Life is bittersweet, I can't really explain it, but it's everything I need. At least for now, I think that everything might be alright, okay, yeah. These days I get replays, blue faces, how I decorated the loose page. Remember how I used to serve the plate, clean the food tray, working 8 to 4 from Tuesday through the weekdays. Hustle evenings at the stool off Highway 92 in Haywood, always running just a few late. Tucking a new game, back to the crib and I color in new ways. Wielded a new blade, but the budget tied me down like shoestrings. Collected the loose change, those were the days that made me. She on my line like a beacon, she could've swore that I was cheating. Be honest, I was barely breathing. Chasing the life how I wanted it, knowing that you was all that I need. Puzzle that out of the pieces that fit like a glove, you sit it right in front of me. How I don't see it. Hit up the Brody to fit, like thought that's tonight, take it easy. Am I on or something, or am I reaching to be validated? Instead I get told from the parking space, why do it feel like I could have a vote for the ominous faces? The art I won't save us. I thought the ground was for the breaking, look like it's all overrated. Yeah, like it's all overrated. Like it's all overrated to me. Like it's all overrated to me. I can't get no sleep, blending in the weeks. Life is bittersweet, I can't really explain it, but it's everything I need. At least for now, I think that everything might be alright, okay, yeah. I can't get no sleep, blending in the weeks. Life is bittersweet, I can't really explain it, but it's everything I need. At least for now, I think that everything might be alright, okay, yeah. Never at ease.
This week on 2K TV, we're getting you ready for the My Team Unlimited tournament. And we have last year's champ to help out. Plus, we check in with the 2K Reddit community. We're highlighting your top plays. And the NBA Finals have tipped off. Find out which team the 2K Sim has taking the championship. Welcome to 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. This week we are talking My Team. We've been discussing the My Team Unlimited tournament. And guess what? The first game day is right around the corner.
So we want to make sure you are ready.
Here are some tips to get you prepared.
The $250,000 My Team Unlimited tournament is back for its third year. We have crowned 2 champions already, Skip to My Lou and Jomar. This year, you could be the third. First, the details. There will be 4 game days where you can qualify for the big single elimination bracket in February. 1 for each of the first 4 seasons in My Team. Once the season starts, you will need to progress through the Silver and Gold Leagues to the Emerald tier in Unlimited to qualify for the game day. Then, during the game days, bring your best game. You will only have 4 hours to get as many wins as you can. Each W will add to your game score. Get to the top 4 spots for the game day and you're in the tournament. In February, we will go from 32 to 2 with the grand final taking place in March. This year, second place won't go home empty-handed. $50,000 will go to the runner-up And $200,000 will go to the one crowned champion. Here are some tips I would recommend to put yourself in the best position to win. First, use cards you're comfortable with. If a card's rating isn't the highest in your collection, but you have their jumper and dribble moves down, don't be afraid to give them playing time. Second, you want to have a good strategy in place. Which cards can get you a big-time bucket? Which cards can pressure opponents and create turnovers? If you need a bucket, what player are you running? These are things you want to have prepared for the tournament. Lastly, never stop searching. Rewards are everywhere in My Team. So make sure you're trying new modes and stacking up wins in different ways so you can build the most versatile My Team lineup possible. So what are you waiting for? It's time to compete. Right now, get into Unlimited and reach the Emerald tier. Then get your lineup ready for Saturday, October 10th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific time. And remember, you will only have 4 hours to compete for the first game day. Get qualified and good luck. One person that knows a thing or two about the My Team Unlimited tournament is last year's winner, Jomar. Who could forget when he took home that enormous check? So we called him up to see what he's been up to since his big win and if he has any advice for any of you who are looking to take home this year's title. Home that enormous check. So we called him up to see what he's been up to since his big win and if he has any advice for any of you who are looking to take home this year's title.
Well, with the new My Team Unlimited tournament announced, we thought it'd be great to bring in last year's winner and NBA 2K League Pro, Jomar. How's it going, man?
How we doing, man? Thank you for having me again. Just a pleasure to be here with you and just excited to talk a little bit about 2K.
Absolutely. So let's start with NBA 2K21's My Team mode. What's your favorite thing about this year?
To be honest with you, I'm a big guy on like the new exchange cards to like get cards. That's a pretty interesting one. And just having lower cards and making them all together to get that great card like that's pretty interesting. So I like that. I like that element a lot.
Very cool. Now the big question is for everybody out there, are you coming back to the tournament to defend the crown?
Yes, I am. I'm definitely going to be competing again. No doubt about it. Been playing a lot of 2K the last few days. Been playing a lot of My Team. Getting a rhythm with the mode, with the gameplay, it's a different game. But no doubt, everybody out there got to be on the lookout and trying to defend my crown for sure.
Now, for everybody out there, you were a part of Pacers Gaming. What was this season like with all the circumstances? And what did you learn from this season as a professional player?
It was a pretty tough season. Nobody expected us to be playing from apartments, from our houses, online. Where there's problem with the internet or safety precautions, everything. It was a tough situation, but I think, it gave me a lot of just a learning experience, the esports world, how it works online. It's a work that you can definitely do from home, and we had the luxury to do it, and we had the luxury to be on ESPN too, which was something unexpected. And I think many of us never expected to say we've been in ESPN. So just learn to be patient with it and understand the situation and be cautious. Safety is first for all the 2K League members, staff, players, and we understood that, so we wanted to be safe and then just try to have the best season we could online. And I think it was a pretty successful season for the NBA 2K League.
Absolutely. Do you think you're going to be seeing a lot of your peers out there in the My Team Unlimited tournament?
No doubt. Ever since I won the tournament, a lot of people telling me they want to be playing with me, screaming and all that. So a lot of 2K League players want to get into the mode. It's a pretty fun mode. It's a 1v1. You control the outcome. It's all you. It's just different. It's a different vibe from the 2K League. Different vibe from the game mode called Pro-Am. Always good to have that extra and different thing to play and just make 2K interesting every day.
I love it. Now, being an NBA 2K League Pro, I have to ask you, because I'm sitting there and I'm nervous watching the tournament. Do you feel the nerves when you were out there playing My Team?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I definitely had the butterflies, and my heart was racing nonstop for that like first couple minutes. But then, once the game started, once like I had a couple minutes in and just got into locked in mode and focus, and I think once I got there and settled in, everything else just ran smoothly, and I got the dub, so everything went well. It went perfect.
Now, the last time we talked to you in Chicago at the My Team Unlimited tournament site, you told us that if you won, the first thing that you'd put the prize money towards is family. So, what did you get the family? What'd you take care of the parents?
Just making sure my family has whatever they need. Any resource, making sure debts are paid, loans are paid, everything, making sure they are good. I always say, I'm really blessed and grateful to have the parents I got. My mom and dad, gave me every resource that I needed to be successful in life, and I'm just trying to repay them. Make sure they can have a great vacations, they can have a great retirement, and just live well without doubts, without any problems. So just tough stuff like that. Most of the money is being saved, just making sure my family's well, and that's the most important thing for me.
That's awesome, man. I mean, you gotta take care of mom, gotta take care of dad. That's really important stuff. Thank you so much for joining us on 2K TV. The winner of last year's My Team Unlimited tournament, $250,000. That's nice. I won't even be seeing any of that. I think I would probably get beat by 100 if I played you. I'm gonna be real. Well,
probably. I'm not gonna lie to you.
We'll talk soon. Good luck in the tournament. Good luck in the NBA 2K League. And thanks so much for joining us on 2K TV, Jomar.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, man.
The My Team Unlimited tournament is almost here. But for more on what's happening in My Team right now, here's Brian again.
Wait.
Hey, I'm Brian, and I'm here to tell you what's happening in my team. Right now, it's time for the second Idols series release.
Sem quero ver ali não desafio, cara. Não gostei daquela merda.
Dominique Wilkins.
É com aquela elétrica.
Also features a
Uns
diamond
swings da
version
água.
of the 2020
Nunca
NBA
escolhi em 30
MVP.
segundos.
Giannis
É ali
Antetokounmpo.
dentro de uma merda. No caso,
In Limited, the NBA Finals captains are taking over.
só ali 15
Enter
mil.
this locker code to get a LeBron James or Jimmy Butler card so you can run with them all weekend long. As for the rest of your squad, well, they have to be either a current or former teammate of LeBron or Jimmy. Build your lineup and go get that ring. Plus, Season 1 in my team is almost over,
desafio
so
do
make sure
livro
you're
que eu
working
disse
through the season
é
and
com o
getting to
livro.
level 40, where you'll
Gosto
earn a
do
pink
livro.
diamond Steph Curry card. Not an easy get, and we have to give
Posso,
congratulations
posso,
to Print
mas com
Parachute
ela
6 for
é
being
mais
the first
fácil.
to pick it up.
Os outros mesmo assim deve ter. Com ela é que se fosse ali mais 2 ou 3 segundos já tinha feito aquilo. Se só 30 segundos, cuida com gás massa, aquilo também dá segundos.
Do it all over again in season 2.
And now, here are some locker codes to
That's
help
fun.
your grind. Good luck.
Tem que os manter lá dentro da água e não dar as cenas elétricas.
Hey there, it's the 2KMC, and I'm here to tell you about the upcoming events in the neighborhood. You ready? Get started with some weekend action at Gold Rush, where all VC1 and Ante Up will be used as your score. Stack those wins and you could walk away with prizes such as VC, exclusive Gold Rush clothing, and more. On Wednesday, it's party time. That's right, the 2K Beach Party is back, and all games played on the beach will be worth double rep. And for more weekend action, be sure to check out Court Conqueror, where you'll have to win a game of 3-on-3 against AI teams on all courts to receive a prize. I've done my job, now it's time for you to do yours. Get out there and get active.
NBA 2K has one of the most passionate, involved, and impressive communities in the gaming world. And one of those resources championed and made by you, the NBA 2K community, is the 2K Reddit forum.
We follow the NBA 2K Reddit community and we've always appreciated their feedback.
Isto começou de novo, split 2, agora 3 a 4 dias, já estou em platina. VD rank do diamante, o primeiro split é também em diamante.
Thank you for having me,
Depois
Chris.
dá,
I know we tried to make this happen last year, but the timing didn't work out.
depois dá de rank, fiquei gold 2. Já estou em platina, mas este mapa é mal ferido, Kings Canyon. O rank é cara. Tens um site pronto, a partir dali não acaba. É sempre os gatinhos.
When you first reached out, I thought this was an amazing opportunity to get more Reddit stock
Foda-se, é muitíssimo, este mapa ainda é pior.
Always about the community. So let's get into 21. What is your favorite mode or favorite thing about NBA 2K21 so far?
I love the new beach. I walked around a little bit. There's some coronavirus Easter eggs around the beach, so I love that. And the other part I like is the shooting. I do like the aiming a little bit. I think it adds a little bit more of a skill gap to the game. It's less about just muscle memory and more about you have to match the notch on the meter and all that. It just makes it a little more advanced. But of course the whole timing is still there if people want to switch back to that. So it's up to your preference. I gave shot aiming a try. And it's well for me.
When you look at all the feedback from Reddit, what's one of the coolest things you've seen in terms of like ideas for the future?
There was a suggestion to have a historical My League where you can start in any year in history with all the legends back then and start a team there and then bring them all the way to present day. And you'll cycle through different eras, different players. You can change history. Maybe MJ never retires, or maybe MJ retires and never comes back. You know, you get to make that decision.
That's an awesome idea. All right, so what is something you are looking forward to when it comes to the thought of the next generation of the NBA 2K series?
Well, graphics is going to be a big thing, you know. We saw that leap the last time we had a generation jump. But even more so than that, I want to see a whole new movement system and just the physics behind the game. You know, I want the players to feel there's more weight to them. And I hope that the next gen, whatever the gameplay team is working on, can give us that.
Absolutely. I know I would love to share some of the secrets of Reddit, but I do like my job. So we're going to end it there. Evan from NBA 2K Reddit, thank you for always being in touch. Thank you for handling this community, this amazing community with so many
Anytime.
All right, there it is. Check out NBA 2K.
É livre por ir, tu entras dentro de uma cena, dentro de uma casinha, que é só uma entrada mais pequenina, aquilo depois lá dentro, foda-se, é outro mundo.
É quando ela anda atrás de um livro.
Sim. Sim, os 3 livros, os livros estão perdidos, estás a ver? Faltam lá na biblioteca. E 2, ela acha, o terceiro, a gaja diz que lhe roubaram. E com as magias vai tentar o rastro disso, estás a ver? Olha, vai ter grande essa missão, mano.
Fiz essa agora. Acabei agora mesmo.
Foi. Olha, não consigo passar aqueles slims da água, meu, lá dentro da casa. Já este boneco com uma merda de não sei por essas merdas.
A parte foi com ela, mas depois nesse último, com ela não consigo, porque eu não sequer tenho nível máximo, eu não tenho jogado com ela.
Eu também não tinha, já estive a pôr a nível máximo e tudo, mesmo assim.
E com o boneca principal.
Chegou a ver com o vídeo, mas acho que também está com isso. Esse também não é o que
Looking for some points on the break, and they execute the give and go to perfection. A no-look alley-oop to a one-handed throwdown. What kind of stuff are they taking? Whatever it is, I want some. Not that I would ever need anything, you know.
Nível 15.
Gastei logo uma
Vote
cheia de
for
merda.
your top play of the week.
Estas armas
And I
nível
know you
2,
want your
caraças.
highlights to be featured
Fora
in
de
the
tudo,
future
podia fazer as outras.
So make sure to submit your best plays to social media using the hashtag
Porra, essa
2KTVWeb.
merda toda.
It's
Com
not
essa
easy
aqui
to
consegui
impress
aqui com
me,
a
so
do
you
Raiz
better
na
bring the
parte.
heat. 2KMC out.
Não tenho jogado com ela.
Foda-se, já gastei ali uma machete de sopa já,
The
recuperar a
NBA
lisa,
finals are
depois e
underway,
caralho,
and while I'm so
foda-se.
excited, I'm a little bit upset because that means
Hold
basketball is
on.
almost over. But at least we have NBA
Estes livros
2K21,
aqui.
right?
That's right,
Eu tive a ver um
NBA
vídeo de
2K
gajo
never
que às
stops,
vezes
and right now
aqui
these
nestes livros
finals
está tipo
include
dicas
two
para
teams that were the 13th seeds in their
monstros
respective
especiais
conferences
para
last
escondidos no
season,
mapa e não sei
didn't
quê.
even make the playoffs,
Missões
and now here they are competing for a
especiais,
championship.
caralho. Eu tenho
So
bué de
exciting.
livros.
While we don't know
Que
what's
dropam
going to
merdas
happen, we wanted
especiais,
to run
né?
the best
Yeah,
basketball
mas
sim
ainda não-
and see who
não sei,
NBA
tem bocado a ler
2K21 predicts will win the NBA Finals.
Mas eles
Here's a
dizem
look
que às
at the
vezes nestes
result.
livros, nestes guias manhosos que um gajo apanha, às vezes dá dicas para tipo sítios escondidos e nada
Acho que não gasta muito a fazer com coisa.
The NBA 2K21
O
simulation
boneco
says
principal.
the Lakers win it all. Oh man.
Hang that championship banner up.
I'm gonna hear about this for the next 2 years from Chris.
And with those results, I
Mas
love
foi
them.
ali,
But you know
faltava
what?
para aí
The
4 ou
heater
5
right there too.
segundos.
This is going to be an
Quando é que consegui
amazing
matar um?
NBA Finals. But I hope the Lakers
É,
win. And I
o
know Alexis
principal
does
está a dar
too.
100 e tais, 200 e tais
See
de
you
anos.
all next
Também
week.
com
Yeah.
aquela
Bye.
outra do ali máximo é 90. Mas o cabrão ganha aquela carapaça de gelo e o que era? É pá, aquilo houve uma vez que se fosse mais 2 segundos já tinha feito aquela merda. Ah, isto agora mudou para a Lisa no fim. É, falhou também. Primeira vez. E ele está com o quê? Eu não tenho um monstro com ele, cara. Sim. Até essa. Cheater.
Ui, agora aqui a missão normal eu já só posso fazer nível 18. Essas da biblioteca, a seguir é essa que vais fazer. A próxima é só o nível 26. Estou encravado, agora faço o quê? Já tenho de fazer estas missões.
Já abriste o mapa todo.
Não,
Ou seja, vai abrir o mapa. Dá de XP também, o caralho. Eu já abri o mapa todo, já fui às cenas todas. Acabei a andar. Só não fui aos teleportas todos, né? Mas às estátuas que depois desbloqueia o mapa. Tu vês assim de longe, vês mais ou menos onde é que aquilo está, ali no mapa que não está desbloqueado. Vais para aquela direção e depois começas a ver o raio vermelho daquela. Isso não vai dar algo.
Ah, eu estou sexta-feira. Só.
Há um teleporter lá numas ilhas flutuantes.
Ah.
Ei, foda-se. Tu do outro lado vais ter também outra Catarina, que é para a guilda dos aventureiros. Vais ter outra
acho que tenho uma
cidadezinha.
missão para ir falar com essa.
Pois. Então vou fazer aí e vais logo desbloquear algumas cenas desse lado.
Eu vou tentar fazer essa.
Depois aproveito, fiz essa e depois aproveitei e andei logo ali daquele lado a desbloquear, estás a ver? Já que estava ali.
Vou fazer o mesmo. Aí, mas fica bem de longe, meu. 3 km.
Yeah, man, isso é um mapa Zoro que foda-se. Isso ainda sai 2 cenas. Isto dizem que vai ser 7.
Acho que vai sair outra agora daqui a pouco tempo.
Dizem que isso total está para visto sair 7. Não nos as cidades, ou o que é que eles chamam. Estas duas já isso é gigantezinho. Foda-se.
3 km e tal. Já deve ter um teleporte um bocadinho mais perto ali, se calhar. Pois, não sequer desbloqueei essa merda. Se é lá para baixo. Ux, alguma vez. Não sequer desbloqueei.
Em cima à esquerda é que não dá para um gajo ir ainda, aquilo está bloqueado, é a cova lá do dragão. Essa parte é a única que ainda não desbloqueei.
Para aqui, se calhar dá. Eu vou andando, vou fazendo as merdas que vão aparecendo e vou matando aqueles bichos que têm os baús. Isso também vai dando boa experiência.
Os baús, E isso tem, já estive a ver os troféus do jogo, é troféus que dá lá uns que é baús também, abrir baús em mão de estado, 100, 200, 300. É desbloquear por causa do primeiro troféu, de ir às montanhas altas ou uma merda assim. Troféus aí da PSN. É um gajo que tem que abrir bué da merda, creio.
Estes jogos normalmente são, isto é boa gigante. Tem sempre boa da merdas para fazer. Tu já viste as ascensões dos bonecos?
Já, a Lionel é que fui até 20 e depois fiz a ascensão,
É que esta merda, os bonecos têm 6 estrelas, ou seja, 6 ascensões.
É verdade, esquecemos disso, a Lisa já tinha constelações também. Eu acho que ela tinha 2 constelações desbloqueadas. Que um gajo também deve ter que puxar para lá qualquer coisa.
Fazer a ascensão aqui à Ningguang. Mas faltam aqui umas flores. Não sei onde é que é esta merda. Por cima faltam 3. Encontrado na selva. Não sei onde. Esta por aqui.
Sim. Sim.
Nunca mais ganhei foi aquelas bolinhas para um gajo comprar as cartas.
Isso podes ir comprar por uma merda qualquer ali na loja. Umas merdas que a gente até costuma ter aí azuis.
Vê se me saía aí um bonequinho de 5 estrelas.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
O Xuxas foi bué da cagado, meu. Acho que ele está para aí no nível 15 também, ou o que é? Já tinha 2 bonecos de 5 estrelas, saíram os 2.
Man, I can't even watch this.
E acho que um deles era aquele vermelho. Ver se ganhava este o Venti.
Vou comer.
Vamos comê-lo?
Vais comê-lo?
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Já dá para comprar isto. Vou fazer aqui dessa, ver se tem sorte. Ok, sim.
Eu já gastei, comprei estas merdas e gastei aí naquele para sair um outro pack que está aí, que é o último. Para sair o... Não lembro o nome dele, o cabelo vermelho.
Esse dizem que é dos melhores.
Gajo acho que ela está mesmo em top 1. Aí das lendas dele. Não é nada, só me saía era armas.
Olha, saiu uma essa que tu tens. Fixe. Essa é boa, né?
Essa é que ela faz as expedições, tem umas expedições de guilda, tens que mandar um boneco para as expedições, aquilo é 2, 3 horas ou mais. E ela faz com menos 25% mais rápido. Saiu e a outra é que é líder.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Antes de entrar para o jogo, se és aqui de noite, parece aqui de noite, se és de dia, está de dia. É a entrada do menu. Isto também é aquele relógio de controlar aí dia e noite.
É possível, quando despachado de uma expedição, tem para reduzir a 25%.
Eu acho que é a única que eu tinha aí.
Next time, man. Next time. You're looking live and down at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. The setting for our broadcast tonight. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. Bielitsa is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Burke in at the 1. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Junior's out there with Cook. And it's Howard in at the 5.
Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, Kev, with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles, in some ways that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
Here is Cook. The feed to Junior. Good D by Hardaway. To the inside. Howard with the steal. Now here's Junior. Cauley Stein defending, and the shot goes in.
Well, you can just tell how skilled Junior is by the looks he creates for others. Defenses know what this guy can do.
Now here's Cauley Stein. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And there's the pass to Burke. Clock at 6. Doncic feeling it out. Shoots over Kuzma. Ball's knocked loose. Passes it to Cook. Shoots over Burke. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Now here's Burke. Guarded close. Baseline try. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Burke.
Well, you want to talk about a picture-perfect jumper. Luka Doncic knows a thing or two about getting into the mid-range.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Burke can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here is Cook. Guarded by Doncic. Kuzma against Bielitsa. Kuzma, that's good.
And good seeing Kuzma work on that part of his game. Very confident once he gets close.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Bielitsa. Doncic outside. Outside Hardaway. And the rejection by LeBron.
Oh, you watch LeBron, not a prolific shot blocker, but when he wants to get it done, he is emphatic.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Morris comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope, who's checked in for LeBron. And it's Green in for Cook. McGee's shot is off.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Brunson against Caldwell Pope. Brunson with it. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. For 3. The shot, no good. Los Angeles leading by 6. Morris inside. Brunson covering. That one good for 2.
Well, this is how Morris makes his living. Lethal on the mid-range jumper.
Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. Curry looking around. Out to the right wing. It's Bielitsa. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And so here is Dallas. After the miss from Contavious Caldwell-Pope, Brunson kicks to Finney-Smith. Here's Powell. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. He's got a clear path, and yes, it's good.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Green against Curry. The shot. And he overshot that one, missing. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Lakers lead by 10. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in. Platoon swap here for the Lakers. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Bielitsa comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Hardaway's checked in for Curry. And Trey Burke subbed in for Jalen Brunson. On the floor for Dallas, Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. Willie Cauley Stein is out there with Bielitsa. And it's Burke in at the point guard. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Trailblazers, was tremendous. He finished with 20 points and did a great job of finding his open teammates as he put a big assist numbers for him. And on top of that, the energy and hustle he played with was really impressive, which is why he was able to stuff the stat sheet. Kevin, we'll see if he can do that again tonight.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Pass to Bielitsa. Now, Cauley Stein. Doncic outside. Outside Hardaway. Rebounded by the Lakers. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
And here is Los Angeles now after the Mavericks pick up 3. The pass to Kuzma. Now here's Junior. Burke covering. And stolen by Cauley Stein. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Hardaway. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Kuzma's got 8 rebounds in this game.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And the Lakers turn it over again. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
And so it's Kyle Kuzma making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. The work he's doing inside.
Thanks, Rick. What do you not like about how your team is playing so far?
Well, we weren't into it. We missed the block out. We were taking a couple of bad shots. So we just need to refocus. Key in this game, we got to take away their open jump shots and threes, and we got to rebound.
Rick, thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, Kyle Kuzma displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Cook out there with Junior, and it's Howard in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Now, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. And the foul called on Junior. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. High foul comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Seth Curry in for Trey Burke. Here's Curry. No points in the game yet for him. And he comes up with the deuce.
I think he's adding more toughness to his game, and it's great to see Seth Curry stick with it and finish strong.
Cook, the pass to Junior. Again, Los Angeles.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Passes to Bielitsa. Now Doncic. Shot clock at 5. Hardaway from outside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Hardaway has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Mavs.
When you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Poke loose and stolen by Junior. Drops in the breakaway layup. Junior's got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And the Lakers with some changes. Smith comes in for Junior. And look for Dallas. Bielitsa. He checks in for Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Doncic. And Trey Burke subbed in for Seth Curry. And here's Brunson. Misses from close range.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson out there with Burke. Then it's Nemanja Bjelica. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4 slot. 4 on the clock. Just over a minute played in the fourth. Here's LeBron. And James throws it down.
I'm not sure there's a more intimidating sight in basketball than watching LeBron on the move.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Burke can't get it to go.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Out left to the wing. Here's Junior. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks trail by 20.
To the middle, here's Finney Smith. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
First one falls for him. Los Angeles making a switch here. McGee's checked in, and Dallas also making a switch. Cauley-Stein is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, at least. Every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with the true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. Dallas calls timeout. Junior really making a difference here.
Boy, much needed timeout. This guy's scoring at will, and they've had no answer.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Junior.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
He's been their pulse tonight, the player who's guided them to the win. And it's a win they needed coming off a loss in their last one.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Here is Cook. Pass to Junior. McGee with it. Here's Junior. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Well, when you play with Junior's level of desire, you simply do not go down easy.
Burke kicks to Cauley-Stein. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Doncic outside. Over Junior. And it's Doncic missing.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Junior.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And Doncic throws it down.
I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
To the paint, James, and the dunk by LeBron.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
It's Bielitsa, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
That free throw good from Bielitsa. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Waiters. Here's Junior. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And it's clear how confident Junior is. Able to rise and fire with ease. Love it.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on a dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Berg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
Já consegui demorar um bocadinho. Isto é um livro, isto é um oráculo. Do refinado. Corrente torrencial. Um material de refinamento. Isso é outra história. São outros 300 paus.
Isso faz logo boa diferença no dano.
Pois, dá logo ali
umas coisas, artefactos também faz muita diferença.
Deixa eu ver a arma aqui do meu. Ai, já tinha aqui, pá. Ai caralho, esta é muito melhor. 105. Esta está equipada em quê? Está no CAE. Mas vou equipar para isto.
Great game.
Aí, cara, fica por aquela.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Foi lá abaixo do Uno. Ah, do Marco. Já. São jogos gacha, né? Como eles dizem. Eu tinha jogado jogos gacha. Conheci os gachas do Ark. Estavam, mas depois dá jeito, cara. Foda-se. As merdas aí, né? Foda-se, tá aí outra cidade aí mesmo. Foda-se. Eu tenho lá cadeados e merda, depois aquilo que era e ficava para outras tudo. Mar de nuvens lá em baixo. Lado esquerdo, estuário, peões e... uma cidade assim mais castanha, milinho. Planície, bichuio. Só falta mesmo ali a topa da puta. O gajo só deve poder ir... oh, coisa. Yeah. Derrotar aí o merda. Só liberam isso quando tiveram os outros DLCs. Sei como é que nós vamos naquela ilha. Ah, já sei. Vai lá congelando o caminho com o gás do gelo.
Eu vi um vídeo de um gajo aí buscar não sei o que, uns baús.
Há uma ilha ali ao fundo do lado direito, pá. Isolada no meio da água, vai dar longe aqui da cena.
É, e acho que eram 3 gajos na equipa. Iam todos com o gás do gelo e iam fazendo o caminho lá.
Olha, aquele é o abismo do espiral. Até já ouvi falar em um lugar no vídeo do abismo. O abismo acho que é uma cena fedida. Porque é no evento nível 20. Já ouvi o gajo falar do abismo. O abismo é uma cena mesmo complicada. Lá um gajo tem que perceber mesmo combinar elementos e caralho.
Porque essa merda neste jogo é mesmo essencial isso. Dás logo bué mais dano.
Podes crer, mano. E quando o teu nível do mundo já aumentou? Carregas aí no start, está aí por baixo do teu rank.
Nível do mundo 0.
Meu também está a 0. Dizem que isso quando aumentar os dinos vão aumentar também. Os dinos, os bosses. Os bosses, a descesa, tudo à volta aumenta. Também o drop dos baús e isso também aumenta, acho eu. Começa a sair armas também mais altas e etc. Mas também está a 0. Se aliás aí por cima isso explica isso que eu estava a dizer. É conforme o seu rango da aventura. Uma vez você precisa de completar algumas missões de ascensão do ranking da aventura para aumentar o nível do mundo. Aprenda mais na guilda de aventureiros. E essa gaja depois vai dizer qualquer coisa.
Bom, vamos à temporada dos livros outra vez. Aí,
Welcome to 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. This week we are talking My Team. We've been discussing the My Team Unlimited tournament. And guess what? The first game day is right around the corner.
So we want to make sure you are ready.
Here are some tips to get you
Do
prepared.
verão. Do verão.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Está muito livre, sim. Livros é daquele outro não, também está, mas eu estar ali. Os atributos
And an inspired rendition of our national anthem. Really getting warmed up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Then there's Oubre. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Boyd in at the 2. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Cook out there with Junior. And it's Howard in at the center position. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or do they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
6 on the shot clock. Oubre with the steal. And they're on the break. Here's Boyd. Rebounded by Howard. And here are the Lakers. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And a lot of that was game plan. Putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
They understood what the defense was trying to take away and game plan a great strategy to take advantage of it.
Well, in shoe news, we saw that Junior signed on with one of the heavy hitters. A big moment for him as he becomes a member of the Nike team.
Nike marketing must have made a great presentation, Greg, to land Junior. Great to see a player like Junior continue to work hard and get his own shoe deal. Oh, Kuzma's in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Wonderful job moving the rock. Junior's willingness to work it to his open teammates is fantastic.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Ayton. Rubio right side. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Dwight Howard grabs the board. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Monty Williams gave me a few minutes to catch up. I asked Coach about how he'll slow down LeBron tonight. We both had a good laugh about that. Coach said there's just no way to do it. Believe me, I've tried to come up with one. If there was a way to slow down LeBron, someone would have done it by now. LeBron's resume shows there isn't an answer for him, and there never has been. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Howard in the post. Over to the left wing. They grabbed their own miss. And the pass to Junior. Cook looking it over. Here's Junior. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And it's clear how confident Junior is. Able to rise and fire with ease. Love it.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
You got to give him an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Yes, out on the road, it's hard to overcome missed opportunities, even when you're playing hard.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Markieff Morris comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for James. And it's Green in for Quinn Cook. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Saric. Mikal Bridges checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Payne in for Ricky Rubio.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And it's McGee with the jam.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Payne. Phoenix, no good that time either. And it's the Lakers' ball. They've scored 10 straight. It's tipped. Here's Morris. McGee trying to break free. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And Morris drops them both. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the foul called on Junior. That is his first foul of the game. And the Suns making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Now here's Kaminsky, covered by Morris. Kaminsky kicks to Bridges. Back to Kaminsky. The Lakers with the rebound. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
And the Suns call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Checked in for the Lakers.
Vão ver gajo manter aqui neste da liga, com gajo mantê-los ali na zona da água, né? Para dar mais dano.
Team swap here for the Lakers. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Suns trail by 10. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Junior's out there with Cook, and it's Howard in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Rubio. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And it's Cook with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've led by as many as 14 points. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Mavericks, was all business. He scored 22 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. That kind of performance has to add to his confidence. Kevin, we'll see if he can find different ways to dominate again.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
Inside.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. LeBron up top, covered by Oubre. Junior the pass to James. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
With the elite handle, LeBron has defenders at his mercy.
Here is Rubio.
20 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. He kicks it to Oubre. Pass to Ayton. Over to the wing. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Nice shot by James.
The power, body control. LeBron finishes through contact as well as anyone we've seen.
Sharge outside. Down low, here's Boyd. Makes it off the glass.
Took him a while to get going, but here in the second quarter, he's found his rhythm.
Lakers leading by 11. LeBron passes to Junior. Passes it to Howard. Kicks to Junior. Just 5 on the clock. Lakers whipping the ball around now.
And not backing down from the physical defense. Junior embraces taking on these challenges.
It's his first trip to the line. At the line for 2. And he makes both free throws. Kane gets a wide open look. Off target with his 3. Here's Panini. And so it's Los Angeles looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be back with you. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been quite a game for JaVale McGee.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
On the court for the Suns, Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Then it's Ricky Rubio. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Boyd in at the 2 spot. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching. And I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had to play in this era.
I bet it does. The Suns shoot their second and third shots at the line right here.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Kuzma. LeBron outside. The pass to Howard. And he makes that one. Howard's got his first 2 points of the night. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Saric outside. Back to Rubio. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. And it's sent back by Howard.
And he's led the league in block shots on multiple occasions. And Howard's still a presence down low.
up there for Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
And Howard still has more than enough lift here to finish off plays like that.
Suns trail by 15. Steve, one thing I always think of when I watch LeBron, how much fun it must be to be a teammate of his.
You know, Kevin, I wish I could have played with a guy like LeBron James. You get so many open looks and easy finishes with him on the court. One of the easiest superstars to play with, bar none.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And some changes here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Quinn Cook. And then for Phoenix, Aaron Baines comes in for Saric. And it's Payne in for Ricky Rubio. Pass to Junior. Up top, Kuzma. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Oubre can't get it to go. Lakers leading by 13. Inside. And Junior with the basket on the assist by McGee. Junior's got 15 points.
It's amazing how Junior can just flip the switch, turn up the activity level. Big night for him.
And Baines kicks to Oubre. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. McGee with the block. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years.
Both teams making substitutions here. "60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Now, here's Bridges. Johnson outside. A new 14 for the Suns. Basket good. Ayton's got 4 this quarter.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Cook out there with Junior. And it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Back to Cook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's foul number 2 for him. And Phoenix making a change here. Suns trail by 10. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Kuzma against Saric. Got a piece of it.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
And here we go. Rubio heading to the hoop.
Ranking up the pace, Rubio's a solid threat in the open court, not just because he can run, but because of the awareness.
Cook kicks to Howard. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And there's another turnover by the Lakers.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
To the middle, here's Ayton. No good on that one. Great D that time from Howard. To the inside.
You know, maybe the most storied high school player ever. It's amazing to think that LeBron's exceeded expectation here at the pro level.
And he makes the first. And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, in the NBA. in basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings. The measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. Out to the wing. LeBron against Durant. And LeBron James with the 3. And the Lakers lead by 11.
Well, defensively, you try to keep LeBron out of the lane, push him outside, but then he drops that on you.
Feeds it to Ayton. Good D by Howard.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it. And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Lakers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for JaVale McGee.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
I think this is Rubio's greatest trait. I love to watch him move the basketball, and so does his coaching staff.
It's hauled in by the Suns.
Depois mostrou-me lá as espadas, ao cemitério das espadas com o
Here's Rubio. Oubre, no one around him. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
And when you're looking around the league talking about guys with pure point guard skills, Rubio's name is right there.
And so Los Angeles gets the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, what up? Stay focused on your workout. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Alquimias, forjar. Óleo essencial de rocha. Seleção de personagem. Esse não é personagem.
Dizem, quando eu queria uma porção, ela possui 20% de chance de retornar uma porção dos materiais usados. Ah, tá, essa aqui é boa para fazer porções. Conferir material. Olha, para isto é aquilo, cozinhar. Olha lá, faz aí. Confirmar. Aqui está, obtida. Com essencial mexicano, grama de moveiro. Pronto, é isso. Incrível!
You could do better than that.
Huddle up, gentlemen. Great win last night. Don't expect our road to get any easier, though. We need to stay focused today so that we can go out there and keep this positive streak going. Our goal today is to fine-tune our transition defense. We gotta limit easy scores. Let's get to work on stopping the ball in transition.
Concluída. Eu só tinha aquela, no sonho do mundo, quebra o selo do cemitério de espadas. Que aponto isto para aqui, para o mapa, isto não diz nada.
Essa não sequer tem.
Eu tenho que explorar mais qualquer coisa, se calhar.
Mas eu só tenho missões do mundo para fazer estas com o gajo que eu comprei.
Vou teleportar para ali e vou ver aquele penhasco. Ainda não cadeado. Vou ver o que é aquilo.
Boas achando, vou aceitando todas. Mas vou ficando aqui nas missões do mundo. Mas quiseres fazer, vais lá. Tá.
Pois, Marco. Essa da espada é que me está a traçar o esquema.
Essa nem sequer tenho, ainda acho que achei essa.
Logo ao início lembro-me de lá uma bola guarda grande com várias espadas espetadas no chão, lá no lago. Eu já fiz qualquer merda para aquilo que deu a imagem daquela merda. Diz.
Mete o dedo no rabinho e chupa. Aventureiros. Então, tens duas mãos. Tens duas mãos. Aí ando com gosma. Jovem de cabelo loiro, com roupas exóticas, a função será bem-vinda. Uma aventura Amber, por favor. Ai, 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 ai. Calma, entra pau. Dá pra gente ir junto comer merda.
Nice work, fellas. Try to stay a while and get some additional reps in.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. Come on, focus. Again. One more. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get started, man. Let's get started. Shot.
Get the next. Get your mind.
Right here.
Não gosto de comer essa rodada, hein?
Hey, I'll see you later.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. Come on, man. Hey, he can ball, huh? Hey, bust that! Come yourself! Hey!
The busy freeways of Los Angeles, a hallmark of this sprawling metropolis. We're coming to you from Southern California. And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Last season with the Pelicans, Brandon Ingram became a star. Often his own toughest critic, Ingram said, "My motivation is being the best I can be. I can't be perfect, but if I do all I can, I think I can be close to perfect." Kevin, he's putting in the work to get as close as he can. Back to you.
He is indeed, DA. Thank you. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Then it's Ball. Then there's Favors. And it's Melly in at power forward. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Cook out there with Junior. And it's Howard in at the 5, down low.
Como aparece aqui no mapa, onde diz que é o furamento da linha de cor de resolução. É aí que vais gastar aquelas resinas.
Here is Cook.
Aparece aqui aí que vai gastar a resina.
Junior, and Junior throws it down.
Well, Junior on the inside establishes his position, and then just an elevator to get up.
Uma azul, uma amarela.
Now here is Holiday. Kicks the ball. Holiday, the pass to Favors. Holiday against Kuzma. Pass to Melly. And the foul called on Junior. That is his first foul of the game. Ball feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Ingram. Shot clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Second chance shot. That one a little long. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
Yeah, I'm not sure if their last game was a basketball game or a wrestling match, the way they went about it. Just so physical and dominated there.
Here's Ball, following the bucket by the Lakers. Pass to Ingram. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Inside, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
For New Orleans, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Ball kicks to Ingram. From the line. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
I think that's Dwight Howard's favorite play. He loves going up for the oop. Outstanding chemistry between him and his teammate there.
Here's Holiday following the basket by Dwight Howard. Holiday, the pass to Favors. Outside, Ball. They need this one. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Pelicans trail by 6. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And Favors kicks to Ball. Over Cook. No good. And the Lakers take it the other way. Their last encounter was in New Orleans. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right? Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Markieff Morris comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Green in for Cook. The pass to Okafor. New Orleans moving it around. Redick inside the line. And the Pelicans miss again. Lakers leading by 8. In the corner, it's Junior. And stolen by Redick. Shot from free throw range. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Taken away by Hayes. And the shot goes in.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Pass to Morris. And a wide open look for Junior. Offensive rebound. McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And so it's New Orleans with it. After the basket by Los Angeles. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Passes it to Morris. He kicks to Junior. To the inside. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Green against Redick. Story. It's good. 7 points in the game.
Well, J.J. Redick knows everybody's position on every play in the playbook. So good job of getting the ball over to his teammate there.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Lakers ahead, up 5. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying times.
Being able to go through adversity and come out stronger. I think that there was a lot of pressure put on our team from outside, and to be able to withstand that, to be able to still go out there and play every day.
And Greg, you feel like that. Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Junior comes in for J.R. Smith. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for the Pelicans. So for New Orleans right now, Redick and Ingram fill out the perimeter. Jackson Hayes is out there with Okafor. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the tenacity of Junior's inside play goes right into the defender to get a foul and put the shot up.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And both free throws good for Junior.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Suns, was a driven man. He had 15 points and a couple of boards as well. He was certainly effective, doing a little bit of everything for his squad. Kevin, they have to appreciate that kind of effort.
Thanks, David. It looked like Greg, he could do anything he wanted to out there, playing with no fear.
Right. Terrific momentum coming into this game. We'll see if he can continue.
No reason to settle. Just keep getting to his money spots.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Bucket is good. He's got 12.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Green up on top, covered by Reddick. Pass to McGee. Caldwell Pope trying to break free. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And really nice work from Junior there, showing off his ability to size up the defense, then make the right decision.
Here's Ingram. Rebounded by the Lakers. And it's the Lakers on the break. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
Reddick surveying the D. Over Green.
It's something that he's done throughout his career. Green once again making a big defensive play.
And so it's Los Angeles. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in two different settings.
Yeah, I mean, two very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back to both those cities.
Exactly. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Junior's out there with Cook, and it's Howard in at center. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on. That is what makes LeBron James so special. Size and the handle, what a nightmare to cover.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Los Angeles calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
The Lakers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
It's the all-around game of LeBron James. Dominant scorer, great rebounder, incredible passer, and an intense defender when he wants to be.
Here's Melly. He can't hit that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And it's Cook with the ball for Los Angeles. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. To the middle. Good D by Holiday.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Basket counts.
I think this is what the coaches are clamoring for from Lonzo Ball. Don't settle for too many jump shots, and if you attack, go in there to make a play.
Now here's James. 13 points in the game. He dishes it to Junior. Cook, the pass to Junior. 6 to shoot. Opens it up for Junior. And stolen by Favors. Outside Holiday. Down low. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Favors.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Now here's LeBron. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. On the wing, Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Now, Drew Holiday can make enough threes to make your defense nervous.
Here is Cook. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you the moment you see him, the length. Few wings.
Green dishes to Junior. Back to Green. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. And it's Junior missing.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
With some arc. And it's Junior with the rebound. LA's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Caldwell Pope. Drops in the layup for 2. Caldwell Pope's got his third basket of the night.
Yeah, and knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
Green against Redick. Story. And again, no good by New Orleans. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Lakers lead by 3. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for New Orleans right now, they've got Hart. He's out there with Okafor. Then there's J.J. Redick.
Estas gelatinas de cabrão
Pelicans trail by 5. Here's Hayes, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on JaVale McGee. That free throw good from Hayes.
And last year on draft night, it was Hayes who rocked that sideshow bob necklace with 1,000 stones, and his nickname, Sideshow Jax.
Well, I love the nickname, but I love the potential of what it is that Jackson Hayes can bring to a ball club that needs a center to be able to run up and down and play at pace and play above the rim.
Jump shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
The D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Lakers leading by 3. Junior kicks to Caldwell Pope. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. Junior's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37%.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had
Yeah,
numbers, took advantage.
Here's Howard, hits the jumper. And the Lakers lead by 3.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And one of the more unsung players included in the Anthony Davis trade, Josh Hart just continues to impress when given the opportunity.
A very much high character, hard-working player, and a lot more substance to his game. I also think it's interesting that in that deal, he came along with Lonzo Ball. So the two of them together accepting this new opportunity within the same roles for a new team.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. James comes in for Caldwell Pope. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Green. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, look, here's what Alvin Gentry told his team during the break. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Here's Ball. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Sometimes Lonzo's got to put the defense on their heels and start attacking with some aggression. And that play he did so.
And he sinks the second.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
James looking around. Knocks it loose. Outside Ball. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. They've led by as many as 14 points. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Ball.
Lonzo Ball, give me pressure. I'll show you what I can do.
Timeout called the Lakers. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Here's Howard. Dishes to Junior. LeBron against Ingram. Here's Junior.
You can clearly see Junior is still accustomed to fighting for every inch. Every game, every play, he's out here giving his absolute all.
Até por isso que eu vejo sempre o gajo na árvore.
Pelicans trail by 3. On the
Por
wing,
azar,
Holiday.
Eu já
It
estive
doesn't
nessa
go on the
árvore.
chance to tie.
Em
LA's got
São
fewer than half of their 3 pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's LeBron. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Look, give LeBron the ball and
Pois é,
get
porque
out
o
of the
multiplayer é
way.
isso, acho que
LBJ
player
again.
contra player não deve ser.
Here's Holiday. There's the pass to Melly.
Claro.
And good. He nails it. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. LeBron outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. LeBron's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, it looks like he's got just one of those good feels tonight. That means trouble for the opponent.
outside Holiday. Out to Ingram from the arc. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
This is why you love Brandon Ingram.
Pass to Junior. Back to LeBron. To the paint. 5 on the clock. And it's Junior missing. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. Trailing by 2. It falls! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Stolen by Ball. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. And so timeout taken by Alvin Gentry. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here is Holiday. He's tightly guarded. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
To take the lead, McGee with the block. Ahead, here's James. Yes!
LeBron James, one of the best ever to do it.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
For the win. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a coaster. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long.
Está todos 7. Fazer a oferta.
No fui el primero, ni seré el último, pero sé que lo gozaré. Sé sincero, un Dios el que te enseñó lo que puedes hacer con mi piel. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Luz do vento da estátua, yeah, isto é que a gente apanha aí randommente no...
Siempre te vas, pero te vienes con placer. Me dijiste no quiero nada, pero quieres todo, mujer. Baby, yo te hago soñar algo más rico que la miel, mi droga que te legalice. No digamos la piel y yo
Aí, malandro.
How's it going? Stay focused on your workout. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. Get your mind right. Let's go.
Hayır, hızlı şey.
Man, I can't even watch this.
Hey, right here.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Again. Keep it going.
Hey, right here.
Get your head in the game. See you later. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Keep moving, baby, keep moving.
Again.
Hey.
Get your mind right. One more. You could do better than that. We'll get the next one.
Hey, hit me up.
See, you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
Champion. Here are some tips I would recommend to put yourself in the best position to win. First, use cards you're comfortable with. If a card's rating isn't the highest in your collection, but you have their jumper and dribble moves down, don't be afraid to give them playing time. Second, you want to have a good strategy in place. Which cards can get you a big-time bucket? Which cards can pressure opponents and
There's a look at downtown Los Angeles from the air. We're coming to you live from the Staples Center. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldrich reporting from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin, thank you very much.
Good insight there, Dave. Thank you. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. They've got Griffin. Derrick Rose is out there with Kennard. Then it's Christian Wood. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Junior's out there with Cook. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here is Cook. To the middle, here's Junior. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Junior's got the game going with his first points of the game for Los Angeles. Here's Rose. Now the pass to Kennard. Griffin trying to get open, and that's good. Luke Kennard for three.
Everybody wants shooters like Kennard these days. Keep hitting threes, Luke. It'll earn you lots of dough.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tools, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Outside Rose, inside, and Griffin scores. The assist by Rose.
Now that's the perfect use of the pick and roll. Griffin's experience and intelligence is very impressive.
Here's LeBron, and the layup is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Rose. 11 points for him in that last game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Pass to Wood. The feed now to Rose. Knocked loose. One-on-one fast break. Here's Junior. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
What I love about Junior, he's got grit and tenacity. He's always looking for ways to improve.
He hits the second from the line. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Out to the right wing. Right side, Griffin. And it's sent back by Howard.
No trespassing. Howard controlling the defense.
Count it. Junior's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Now here's Rose. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Here's Griffin. Good D by Howard.
Playing him tough inside and prevent the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
Pass to Kuzma. Howard, good.
They've come out the locker room. Inside. 4 for 4 to start tonight.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. Well, Rose will generate points in any situation. Here he does it by feeding a wide open man.
Now here's Junior. He has 5. James, the pass to Junior. Cook kicks to Junior. No good on the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
He gets that one.
This is what you get from Griffin. Very willing to give it up to his open teammates.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Markieff Morris comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Green in for Quinn Cook. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Caldwell-Pope. The offensive rebound and out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Galloway the pass to Bryant. There's Galloway. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. They now take the lead.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
To the inside. Stolen by Henson. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against the Lakers. Detroit shooting their first free throws of the night right here. Team swap here for the Lakers. And a different look here for the Pistons. Outside Rose. The Pistons working the ball around now. The Lakers with the rebound. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
As long as you do that, you put yourself in a good position to win, no matter if you're home or away.
LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Junior's out there with Cook. And it's Panini in at the center, filling out the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Pelicans, gave them a big boost. He had 9 points, and they sure looked frustrated trying to guard him, as he repeatedly drew fouls and got himself to the line. It was just his night. The effort he put forth is what allowed him to have such a big game. Kevin, we'll see if he can do that again tonight.
All right, David, thanks. The aggressiveness, Greg, he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
Yeah, and hopefully he doesn't overthink it. He just needs to go out there and play his game.
James outside. Passes it to Junior. 5 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Shoots the 3. James, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Love watching James dominate on defense. An impressive rejection artist.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
The Lakers making a switch here. Howard's checked in, and Detroit with a change here too. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for John Henson. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Left side, Griffin. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Griffin's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, yeah. That's the right way to play Griffin. Tough, physical defense, but even that isn't enough if you let him get inside.
In the corner, it's Junior. Count the basket. Junior's got 10 points in the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
To the paint. Griffin kicks to Wood. Singletary off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Kuzma passes to Junior. Here's Panini, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, I love this dish from Junior. Anytime you see a teammate with an easy bucket, you always give him a rock.
On its way from Rose for 2, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Dwayne. What are you looking at for the second half after seeing what happened in the first?
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Junior really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. They've got Christian Wood. Rose is out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Griffin.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Kuzma, that's good.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Rose looking around, feeds to Griffin. The kick out to Rose. And there's the pass to Wood. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Blake Griffin had 2 more knee surgeries last season. Pistons coach Dwayne Casey said that the year before, they rode him like a cheap horse, in Casey's words, to make the playoffs. Griffin acknowledged his load may need managing down the road, saying, "I'm a believer in science. I'm going to listen to them and let them lead the way." Guys?
Smart perspective. David, thank you. Here's Griffin. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Dwight Howard.
And Blake Griffin, the combination of power and agility, that guy is a hand.
In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Lakers have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. The first one falls. 2 shots. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Pistons trail by 10 over in the corner. Brown. 1:07 left in the 3rd. Here's McCray. He has 7. Pocket 6. 3-pointer. Doesn't go that time.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Now, here's Junior. Defense is right there. Back to Caldwell Pope. 3-pointer. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Morris, no good. The Pistons have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. And the shot no good from McCray.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Pass to Morris. Lays it up off the glass. Morris has got the lead up to 12 now for the Lakers.
Morris is such a gift to score in the paint. He utilizes both his height and weight to get deep inside.
Here's McCray. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 12. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Again, we got to get down and get engaged at the other end. All right, be precise, send the ball to the screen, come across the screen, focus on the defensive end. Let's go.
There you hear Dwayne Casey asking for more precision on offense and more attention to detail on defense.
Yeah, carry out your assignments on both ends. Do the little things that ultimately make a big difference in the outcome of a game.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Junior's out there with Cook. And it's Howard in at the 5 down low. That's the Laker 5.
Wow, I love everything Junior's doing tonight. Playing with intensity and getting big buckets.
Pass to Wood. Passes to McCray. Goes up to the stripe. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
and a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
He feeds it to Junior. And no good that time. Nice D from Griffin. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. And you talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
Here is Cook. There's the pass to Howard. To the middle. Here's Junior. Can't get it to fall.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
It's stolen by Rose. Now Detroit moving it up. And the rejection by James. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Griffin. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
Here is Cook. Pass to Junior. Down low. Here's LeBron. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
It's Kennard's ability to create that sets him apart. I mean, gets inside, finds himself a shot.
Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Pistons. Trailing by 13. Pass to Griffin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on JaVale McGee.
Well, you can't be too physical with Griffin. I mean, he's adept at knowing how to get these type of calls.
That one misses.
They're looking to get the most out of every possession. Frustrated to miss even one free throw.
Pass to Junior. This one for 3. No good. Shot missing. The Pistons go the other way with it. Singletary. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against the Lakers. And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe. 1:11 left in the fourth.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Lakers.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Junior.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
Kicks it to McGee. Down low, shot clock at 5. That one drops for him. And the Lakers lead by 12.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that sealed.
To the left side wing. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Griffin. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Aqui para baixo, aqui para uma área qualquer. Só para aqui uma cena a brilhar, é só um bolso de ouro. Este recupera aí despegada rápido. Este não dá.